Did you know that you had an enemy and never even realized it? Think about that. Every one of us in this room at some point had an enemy and didn't realize it. No, I know all my enemies, Steve. I know all my relationships. You can't tell me that I have an enemy that I don't know. Well, let's read here. Colossians chapter 1, verse 21. Once you were alienated from God and were enemies in your minds. What? Steve, I was never God's enemy. Well, you don't have to argue with me. This is why you need a Bible in church. You read it with your own eyes. Once you were alienated from Him and were enemies with Him. But, Steve, I never chose to be God's enemy. I love God. In fact, I've grown up in the church. I've known the Word since I was a little kid. I believe in God. I love God. You know, maybe I mess up every now and then, but I never called God my enemy. Let's go back to the Word. Once you were alienated from God and were enemies in your minds because of your evil behavior. Wow. So we were enemies with God, not because we said one day, you know what, God, I hate you. And not because we just decided one day, hey, you know what, I'm going to serve the devil. I'm going to be a Satanist for the rest of my life, and I turn against this God, and I betray Him, and I disavow Him. That's not the reason. What made us enemies with God? We were enemies with God because of our sinful behavior.